you know, the bike came with the BMW cases, and I found that I really liked those a lot more than I thought I would. I thought I
Uh-huh.
would be like, oh, I hate these, but I really like them a lot.
Well,
So
this
you
is,
have,
yeah, this is what I've,
oh, you have the tour checker.
yeah, I've been working on this. These bags are, they're like $1,000. I got them for 900 and felt that I was getting a great deal, you know, but, I tried finding them used online and I couldn't, well, I did find some, but they weren't the right size. You see, they're different sizes.
Oh, yeah?
This one is bigger than that because of the exhaust.
Yes.
So anyway, I went ahead and went that route, and I've got my clothes on this one here, and then this one here is the tools and things like that. And I even have the important things, the cigars
I saw
and
that.
booze right here, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, cigars.
And then I put the tool tubes. Have you ever used a tool tube?
No, but that's
Yeah.
a great idea.
Yeah, I had to make a special bracket for that. But anyway, that's got my rockers. Yeah, the KTM 690s, they go through rockers like crazy.
Mm.
And if you don't have them and need them, you got a real problem. So I got spare rockers. I have my chain lube there on that side.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other side, I've got another tool tube, and I've got, well, let's see, I got, oh, my tools in there, and then a spare counter shaft sprocket on that one there.
I kind of like how these fit in here, and you got them.
Well, yeah, you know, I mean, this
Suitably.
here is from Home Depot, you know.
Yep.
And then this thing here, you can see, I couldn't put a regular tank bag on that. I know some guys do, but I just couldn't fit one. So I found this like at motorcycle superstores for $20,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought, you know, that's pretty cool. I'll go ahead and get this. Now on this side here, I've got my bike cover, and I've never covered my bike, especially on a trip. Have you
Yeah.
done that?
I always do.
On a trip, you do?
Uh-huh. I always
Okay.
take them.
Well, I did this time because everybody's telling me for theft protection, it's nice to keep your bike out of view. So I went ahead and did that. And actually, I went to Walmart and got their $20 one, and it fits fine. And I just need it it's got to be good for 3 months, you know.
Right.
And after that, I can throw it away.
Nice big tank.
Yeah, that's a 3.7 gallons. It looks a lot bigger than that, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And that's because,
Oh, it's a lot.
yeah, yeah, this doesn't replace the tank that was there before. There was never a tank here before. It was just plastic on the side, so this really is wide and it covers a big area, but it's mostly hollow inside. So between, let's see, 3.7 gallons here, and then my main tank here is here, and this is
Oh, wow.
3.2 gallons. So I got 6.9, almost 7 gallons,
Yes.
so I'm good. And then this was an aftermarket fuel cap because the stock one comes with a key, and what happens is it gets dirty, and then you put your key in, and the key breaks when you try to open up your gas tank.
Yep.
Now you don't have an ignition key.
Right.
So for only $200, you can buy a gas cap like that. But I felt like I was stuck, like I had to do something.
I really like that you have almost 7 gallons of capacity. Then
Oh,
you never
yeah.
have to stop.
Yeah,
It's one of my pet peeves, having to stop.
oh yeah. Well, I'm going with 2 other bikes, and one is a bike like yours is a 650 GSA. Lynn Clark has got that,
Mm-hmm.
or GS. Did I say GSA? It's
Yeah.
not. And I don't know how many gallons that is, but I think she's around 4. Is that what it is?
Yeah. 3.9.
So I'll be the tanker of the crew. Another guy's on a DR 650 with a bigger tank, but I don't know how big it is. And I put a counter shaft sprocket guard on this, and that's like this is all bling, really.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really see it being all that functional, but they say it's nice to have. And then I've got the KTM takes 2 oil filters, and I bought the Scott's stainless steel oil filters that you take and you wash out and then reuse.
Oh, yeah.
So that way I don't have to take spare filters with me.
Yeah.
And then the air filter, I put a aftermarket foam filter in it, unit filter.
Oh, these mirrors look good too.
Oh yeah, well
In and out, right?
I didn't want to buy mirrors, and then I'm going down the highway in Oregon, just on going down the freeway, and the the right hand mirror broke and it's laying on my arm. I thought, what the deal is with? Anyway, it broke right here, and I thought, well, now's the time to get new mirrors, right? Because I'm going to be on washboard for like 2,000 miles, and you got to have that. So I went with these, and these are called what's it called? I forget what it's called. Yeah, I'll think of it in a minute. But they're pretty cool. But then I read on Adventure Rider where somebody had these and hated them. That they're not. These are very expensive. They're like $120 a piece or something like that. So they're really too much. Then I put my Zumo here, which is
how you've got this all set up.
Yeah, and then I got this spot. Have you ever used a spot before?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's
but
pretty
I
cool.
Should.
Well, these here, they're like $150, and I found a deal. They had this deal where you can get them for half price. Okay, $75. So I bought it for $75. Then right after that, they were free.
Oh.
They would give them to you free if you paid for the subscription. Yeah, so anyway, what the deal is you turn it on here. I can do it. And so it goes on, all the lights go on. And then, like if you're just going on the road, say if I'm in Mexico someplace and I just want people to know where I'm at, is all I have to do is just press OK. And then when that light blinks right there, it's sending out a message to everybody I know that I'm connected with,
right.
on the internet, and then also everybody on Facebook, which is my kids and grandkids.
Right.
They'll all get notified with a message that, hey, I'm here, everything's good. And then if you're someplace and you run out of gas, or you get a flat tire, you hit the help button right there, and it just says, hey, I've got a flat tire, I'm out of gas. Kind of like, hey, if you're in the area, can you stop by and give me a hand? Not an emergency. Now, if you fall and break your leg and you've got a real problem, especially if you're by yourself, there's SOS. Well, that's a guarded switch, and you go like this, and there's your SOS button. But you never press that unless you really need help, because that activates supposedly everybody in the area to come to your rescue. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this? This is that's not aftermarket. That's an extra. That's from KTM. But anyway, I put new Scorpion tires on. I put the batch plate on. That's the KTM part right there.
Oh yeah, essential.
And then I've got these spoke weights right here. And I did those because they're easy to put on. And also, if you use a rim lock, do you use a rim lock on any of your dirt bikes? Anyway, there's my rim lock, but it throws your wheel way out of balance. So to counter that rim lock, I've got all those weights right there to counter that. That way it's somewhat in balance. And then I seen these really cool protectors, sliders, and they were like $50 for a set of those, and I thought those are too cool to pass up. And what it's really neat is if you need to lift the rear of your bike up to change a tire or something, you can just use these. Just put a block under each one. These pegs are the rally pegs. Those are KTM parts, but they're much bigger because this tank spreads your legs a little bit more. And you find that your feet are more here than here. So I need more room out here, and that does that.
Plus there's a lot more support there.
Oh yeah, for standing up,
Yeah, that's one thing. With my 06 GS, I always hated the stock pegs on it because they were so narrow and they just your feet would hurt by the
Yeah.
end of the day after standing on them all day.
The Cedar's the C Concepts, and they probably make them. Oh, I know they make them for your bikes too. You know, certainly your Kawasaki and your DR they make those for them, and that's always a great upgrade. I had a WR250R before I had this. Well, yeah, remember that, yeah, and I had one of those on, and it was really nice. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm just about there.